but not the rhyme. You can cage a nation, but not its desire. You can quench the flame, but not the fire. Today, as we stand in the light of freedom, it is essential to remember that night when the very light of democracy was once dimmed. Yes, the night of emergency. During the emergency of 1975 to 77, India witnessed an unprecedented suspension of constitutional liberties. Fundamental rights were curtailed, political dissent was criminalized, media was strangled, and the judiciary was mocked. Arbitrary arrest, censorship, coercive policies including forced sterilization, all these exemplified the pernicious overreach of a concentrated executive. Yet even in the darkest hour of democracy, the people of India stood with courage and kept the flame of freedom alive. Students held silent protests. Citizens refused to obey unfair means and journalists exposed censorship. I must mention here about the bold and resilient personality, Mr. Narendra Mohan, the editor of Dainik Jagran, who upheld the voice of truth by leaving editorial pages blank. Finally, all these efforts culminated in the end of emergency and the revival of democratic rights. From the emergency, India has learned lessons across every sphere. Politically, it taught that concentration of power in few hands weakens to democracy. Constitutionally, it reminded us that fundamental rights and judicial independence are the lifelines of the freedom. Post-emergency, even the Apex Court prevented its decision suspending Article 21. Morally, India has learned that silence before injustice is as dangerous as the injustice in itself. Emergency has left a permanent mark that democracy may fall, not just with tanks and coups, but in a silence when the citizens stop questioning the authority or the authority stop answering the nation. विनाश काले विपरीत बुद्धि जब जब सत्ता के अहंकार ने लोकतंत्र को दबाने की कोशिश की तब भारत की आत्मा ने प्रतिकार किया। पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री नेहरू जी ने कहा था कि फ्रीडम एंड पावर ब्रिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, पर जब जिम्मेदारी का स्थान अहंकार ने ले लिया तब जनता ने सिखाया कि सत्ता सेवा है, शासन नहीं। अम्बेडकर जी ने कहा था कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज ओनली एज गुड एज द पीपल हु इम्प्लीमेंट इट, और आपातकाल ने हमें यह सिखाया कि संविधान की असली ताकत सत्ता में नहीं बल्कि नागरिकों की जागरूकता में है। Ladies and gentlemen, 50 years after the emergency, we do not just remember a dark chapter, rather we celebrate that how India rose from it, and today I proudly stand here not as a witness of that time, but as a beneficiary of its lessons. Free to speak, free to question, free to dream. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Maa Bharati.